Cleared at 5,000 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 11. Altimeter 2998. Density altitude 100 feet. Arriving runway 16 right. Departing runways 16 left, 16 center. Advise on initial contact you have information November. Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, information November. 1253 Zulu. Wind 200 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 700 feet. View at 6500 feet. Scattered at 5,000 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 11. Altimeter 2998. Density altitude 100 feet. Arriving runway 16 right.
WestJet 1553 radio check. WestJet 1553 radio check.
WestJet 1553 Seattle clearance 5x5.
Feet. Scattered at 5,000 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 11. Altimeter 2998.
WestJet 1553 information India request IFR clearance to Calgary.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by. WestJet 1553 cleared to Calgary via the Montan 2 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 35010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2, squawk 5165, expect runway 16 left.
Clear to Calgary via the Mount 2 departure as 5. Climb and maintain 6,000. Departure on expect flight level 3510 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2, squawk 5165. Expect runway 16 left. WestJet 1553.
I'll have your clearance in just a second. WestJet 1553, read back correct.
United 3 Alpha Zulu Heavy requesting IFR clearance for Los Angeles.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Clear to Los Angeles, we assume a departure, climb and maintain 6,000,
Ladies and
requesting flight
gentlemen,
level
welcome
410,
aboard WestJet
departure
Flight
119.2,
1553
squawk
heading to Calgary.
6767,
We're so
expecting
glad to have you
runway
with us today.
16
Please take your
left.
seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you.
and push.
If you need
Delta
any assistance,
167.
don't hesitate to reach out to our wonderful crew, including myself,
Seattle
Astrid
ground,
Hansen,
Delta
and my
1234, ready
colleagues
for
Lars,
pushback and engine start.
Ingrid, and Eric. We're here to help. Thank you and enjoy your flight.
Seattle ground, Delta 1234, ready for pushback and engine start.
Delta 1234, pushback and engine start approved, tail south.
Ground, the altimeter setting for Seattle, Washington. Seattle ground, Southwest 1421, IFR to Mike Delta Whiskey today.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Seattle Ground United 509, still holding short runway 16 center. I don't want departure clearance, I want to cross this runway.
United 549, contact tower on 119.9er for departure clearance.
Seattle ground, United 549, request crossing runway 16 left.
Ground Dallas, Delta 5301 Heavy, requesting pushback and start. Gilmore 5301 Heavy. Seattle ground, Delta 5301 Heavy, request pushback and start.
Delta 5301 Heavy, pushback and start approved. Tail north.
United 515 at gate Sierra 11, information echo, ready for pushback and engine start.
United 518 Heavy, Seattle ground, pushback and engine start approved. Tail south.
Pushback and engine start approved, tail south, United 518 heavy.
Ground Southwest 1421. Altimeter setting. Ground Southwest 1421. IFR to Idaho Falls.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Seattle ground Comanche 122 Charlie Delta, request taxi to General Aviation Parking.
Comanche 123 Charlie Delta, Seattle ground taxi to General Aviation Parking via Hotel Bravo Golf.
Okay, Hotel Bravo Golf for Comanche 2 Charlie Delta.
Comanche 3 Charlie Delta, please clarify your request.
Vision Jet 29er Papa Bravo, contact tower on 120.905 when ready for departure.
Contact tower on 120.905 when ready to departure. Vision Jet 29er Papa. Seattle ground, Vision Jet November 7529er Papa, request taxi to runway 15 left, parked west of cargo area 2.
Redson ground, Duke 339 Charlie Lima, request taxi to southeast parking.
Duke 339 Charlie Lima, Seattle ground, taxi to southeast parking at your discretion.
Taxi at our discretion, Duke 9 Charlie Lima.
And Seattle ground, American 211, we're clear runway 16 left, Jet Echo. We'd like to capture our gate, please. United 6, Seattle ground.
WestJet 1553, ready for push and start.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Good afternoon, ground. Alaska 614, at gate November 11, ready for push and start.
Alaska 614, Seattle ground, push and start approved. Tail south.
WestJet 1553, ready for push and start.
WestJet 1553, Seattle ground, push and start approved. Tail south.
Push and start through tail south. WestJet 1553.
Canada Air 480, contact tower on 119.9er when ready for departure.
Seattle ground, Alaska 1491, request taxi to the gate.
Alaska 1491, Seattle ground, taxi to gate at your discretion. Have a good day.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yeah, Whiskey Bravo, holding point 3 for lights with Virgin 119.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
AC65 requesting approval for push and start.
AC65, push and start approved. Tail north.
Locking gear.
2319, ready for taxi.
American 2319er, pushback approved.
Ground, this is American 2319, ready for taxi. Runway 16 left via Bravo Charlie, American 2319.
Seattle ground, Air Canada 266 at gate Charlie 9, requesting
Release parking brakes, please. Air Canada 266, Seattle ground pushback. Commencing push. Call for all engines clear. Start at will.
Seattle ground, this is Cherokee 351 southbound, at taxiway, requesting taxi to hangar. Over.
Cherokee 8351, Papa Seattle ground taxi to the hangars via Papa Bravo. Have a good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard WestJet 51553 heading to Calgary. We're thrilled to have you with us today. Our captain, Viet Vong Vey, and our first officer, Khan Tran, are at the controls, and I'm your lead flight attendant, Astrid Hansen, along with my wonderful colleagues Lars, Ingrid, and Eric. We're all here to ensure you have a fantastic flight. The estimated flight time today is about 1 hour and 6 minutes. Now let's go over some important safety information. First, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To unfasten, simply lift the buckle. In the unlikely event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the compartment above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. We also have life vests located under your seats. To use them, pull the vest out, slip it over your head, and pull the straps to tighten. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. As for emergency exits, there are 2 at the front, 2 over the wings, and 2 at the rear of the aircraft. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. We're currently pushing back from the gate, and we'll be taking off shortly. If you have any questions or
Waiting your confirmation for a good
don't
engine
hesitate
start.
to ask any of our crew members. Thank you for choosing WestJet, and enjoy your flight.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Delta 536 approaching runway 16 center, ready for departure.
Delta 536, you are on ground frequency. Contact tower for departure clearance.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Seattle ground, Delta 142 heavy, ready for push and start.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Delta 142,
WestJet 1553 ready to taxi.
WestJet 1553, push and start approved. Tail south.
WestJet 1553 ready to taxi.
WestJet 1553, taxi to runway 16 left via Whiskey Bravo Charlie.
Runway 16 left via Whiskey Bravo Charlie, WestJet 1553.
Alaska 164, pushback approved, tail south. Alaska 164, request taxi.
have your clearance in just a second.
Seattle ground, Southwest 1503, requesting IFR clearance to Baltimore. Seattle ground, Southwest 2334, we are ready for taxi. Seattle ground, Southwest 2334, we are ready for taxi.
Seattle ground, Alaska 1474 with X-ray, requesting IFR clearance to San Francisco. Clear to San Francisco via the Harab departure, then Assault, climb and maintain 6000, expecting flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2, squawk 1325, expecting runway 34 right for departure.
Seattle ground, Delta 78, ready for taxi.
Delta 78, push and start approved, tail east.
Seattle ground, Delta 78, ready for taxi. 34 right via Whiskey Bravo, Delta 78.
Seattle ground, 2505, request permission to push back and stop.
Spirit 2505, Seattle ground, pushback approved. Information Sierra is current.
Ground American 2319, requesting engine start and pushback.
American 2319er, Seattle ground, engine start and pushback approved. Information Yankee is current.
Seattle ground, Alaska 65, gate November 12, request pushback and engine start.
Alaska 65, pushback and engine start approved, tail north.
Pushback engine start approved, tail north, Alaska 65.
Targeting,
Westjet 1553, holding short runway 16 left, ready for departure.
WestJet 1553, Seattle Tower, pushback and engine start approved, tail south.
WestJet 1553, holding short runway 16 left, ready for departure.
Flight line 8192, say again.
Lupine 8192 is going missed.
WestJet 1553, runway 16 left, winds 200 at 7, RNF peak, cleared for takeoff.
Winds 200 at 7, RNAV peak, clear for takeoff runway 16 left. WestJet 1553.
Skyhawk 123 Alpha Zulu, Seattle Tower, runway 16C, winds 215 at 13, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, November 123 Alpha Zulu. Seattle Tower, November 123 Alpha Zulu, airborne.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, Seattle Tower, roger.
48 Mike, contact departure on 119.2.
Contact departure 119.2, November 2448, Mike.
Delta 97 Heavy, contact departure.
Okay, departure, Delta 97 Heavy.
Alaska 1234, welcome to Seattle, contact ground on 121.7.
Contact ground 121.7, Alaska 1234.
Lufthansa 488, Heavy, welcome to Seattle, contact ground on 121.7. Switching to ground, Lufthansa 488 Heavy.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha India, contact departure.
Contact departure, Skyhawk 23 Alpha India.
Alaska 456, contact departure.
Alaska 1016, contact
Stabilize. Check up.
Order departure, Alaska 1016.
Toga set. Speed check.
80 knots.
Check.
Frontier Flight 4988, contact departure. Contact departure, Frontier Flight 4988.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
V2.
Delta 328 Heavy, contact departure. Delta 1730, contact departure.
3.
That's a big line. Yep.
Contacting departure, Delta 1730.
Seattle Tower 1221, holding short. 4 right. Evergreen 1221, welcome to Seattle. Contact ground on 121.7.
Kodiak 8 Charlie Golf, contact departure on 119.2.
Just 53, contact departure.
Oldie 247, contact departure.
Holding 247, over to departure. United 1620, contact departure.
Switching to departure 119.2, United 1620, good day.
Good morning, Seattle clearance, Bonanza 1 Alpha Whiskey, looking for IFR enforcement days. We have information 0.
Runway 34 right, clear for the Roger, returning base at this time. We'll advise when we're on final.
Papa Hotel Romeo, report final.
Down tower, we'll report final. Victor to 1, Papa Hotel Romeo. Down tower, Victor to 1, Papa Hotel Romeo. We are now on final for runway 34 right. Alaska 172, winds 200 at 7, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Contact departure. Wedge 1553.
DJR Delta Echo Foxtrot, contact.
Wedge 1553 passing 4500, climbing to 6,000 feet, heading 071.
WestJet 1553, Seattle departure, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 350, clear direct to LPS.
Climb and maintain, flight level 350, clear direct, Alpha Lima Papa Sierra Echo, Wedge 1553.
Alaska 558, Seattle approach, radar contact, clear direct Suma, climb and maintain, flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200, Alaska 558.
Alaska 558, contact Seattle Center on 120.3.
Frontier Flight 1176, contact Seattle Center on 127.05.
Contact Seattle Center on 127.05. This is Frontier 1176. Level 230, American 409er.
American 409er, say again your requested altitude. Phaser 1, contact Seattle Center on 127.05.
Seattle Center on 127.05. See you later.
AC65, speed 250 knots. Knots for AC65.
Longitude Bravo, contact Seattle Center on 120.3.
120.3 to Papa Bravo.
Seattle departure, Baron 8 Sierra Bravo is with you, 1,500.
Baron 058 Sierra Bravo, Seattle approach radar contact. Turn right heading 335 vectors to Payne, Everett, then own navigation.
Seattle approach, Diamond November 164 Victor Victor with you, flight level 2,500.
Dear guests, we have just climbed above the safe altitude, and I'm pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. Feel free to connect to our onboard Wi-Fi service as well. We appreciate your cooperation, and if you need anything, just let one of our friendly crew members know. Thank you for
Contact
flying
Seattle
with
Tower
WestJet.
on 119.9er.
Tower 119er, decimal 9er, American 2450. Good day.
Firefly 4100, negative, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Southwest 520, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb maintain flight level 300, Southwest 8520. Roger, we're on to flight level 300, Southwest 8520.
Southwest 520, climb and maintain flight level 300. Delta 112, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, Delta 112.
Delta 112, contact Seattle Center on 127.05.
Seattle Center and 127.05, Delta 112.
Seattle departure, WestJet 738.
WestJet 738, Seattle departure, radar contact, cleared direct Payne, Everett, climb and maintain 16,000.
Radar vectors correct. Clear direct Payne. Climb and maintain flight level 160.
American 501. Climbing at 3,000. With you. Departure, Piper 9er, Quebec, at 1,300 feet.
Piper 199er, Quebec, Seattle approach, radar contact.
Maintain VFR 3,500 at or below expected runway 34 at KRNT. 32 Victor.
WestJet 1553, contact Seattle Center on 120.3. Skywagon 13 Whiskey, contact Seattle departure on 121.1.
Over to 121.1, Skywagon 13 Whiskey. Have a good one.
Seattle departure, WestJet 738.
WestJet 738, Seattle departure, radar contact, cleared direct Seattle, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Contact Seattle Center on 120.3, WestJet 1553. WestJet 1553, with you passing flight level 180, climbing to flight level 350.
WestJet 1553, Seattle Center, good morning.
Seattle Center, longitude 622 Papa Bravo at 17,000.
Longitude 622 Papa Bravo, Seattle Center, roger. Seattle altimeter 3015.
Altimeter 3015 Papa Bravo.
Longitude 2 Papa Bravo, contact Seattle Center on 128.3. Longitude 2 Papa Bravo, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390 to Papa Bravo.
Longitude 2 Papa Bravo, climb and maintain flight level 430.
Climb and maintain flight level 430 to Papa Bravo.
370, Alaska 382.
Alaska 382, read that correct?
TB and Tango Oscar Yankee, not under flight following. Stay request.
Eye contact, Ghost Crink.
Piper 5931 Yankee, Seattle Center contact. Whitby approach on 118.2.
Piper 5931 Yankee.
Center, Canada Air 40, with you, flight level 160. Canada Air 80 Seattle Center, roger, Everett altimeter 2983. Longitude 2 Papa Bravo, Seattle Center, roger, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390 to Papa.
Seattle Center, Baron 9876 uniform with you at 3,500.
Baron 9876 uniform, Seattle Center, roger, Snohomish altimeter 3021.
Alaska 4421, Seattle Center, good morning.
CQ50, Alaska 4421. Seattle Center, Tidy 12 with you. Flight level 187, climbing to flight level 270.
Tidy Flight 12, Seattle Center, good morning.
Center maintain 6,000, turn left, heading 315 for vectors to the visual 35 approach. Tidy 12.
Seattle Center, our flight plan cruise altitude is flight level 340, Alaska 825.
Alaska 825, climb and maintain flight level 340. Canada Air 480, contact Seattle Center on 127.05. Center on 127.5, today. Delta 2649, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Climb and maintain flight level 260, Delta 2649.
Delta 649, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390, Delta 649.
Center maintain 2,000 feet, 26 November.
Duke 26 November, contact Seattle approach on 120.1.
0.1, see you.
Destination is Boeing Field, Ghost 254.
Seattle Center, American 2450, flight level 310.
American 2450, Seattle Center, good morning.
We're getting 330, so established, 6 to the RNA for 109, Duke 6 is uniform. Duke 6 Whiskey uniform, turn right, heading 340. Turn right heading 360, so established, 6 to the RNA. Duke 6 is uniform. Duke 6 Whiskey uniform, contact tower on 133.25.
Sierra 17, go ahead with your request. Can I get direct to Comic, K-O-M-K?
There, Foxtrot looking for a cruising altitude of 200.
Vader 9er Alpha Foxtrot, climb and maintain flight level 300.
And Alpha Foxtrot 300.
Vader 9er Alpha Foxtrot, contact Seattle Center on 134.905. King Air 52 Bravo, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Descend and maintain flight level 190. This is King Air 352 Bravo. Seattle Center, Vegas 1068 with you, flight level 360.
Stage at 1068, Seattle Center. Good morning. Runway maintain flight level 390, citation Lima 76. Citation Lima 76, Seattle Center. Climb and maintain flight level 390. Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 390 for citation Lima 76. Citation Lima 76, climb and maintain flight level 430.
Seattle Center, Diamond, November 164, Victor Victor. We'd like to pick up flight following and go direct to Bellingham, Kilo Bravo Lima, India. 479 down, forward to Victor.
164 Victor Victor, flight following is on request. Squawk 5747 to 910.
5747 down, forward to Victor.
Vision Jet 88 Quebec contact Snohomish Tower on 120.2.
Negative, Vision Jet 428 Quebec request contact 128.5, Seattle approach.
Vision Jet 88 Quebec contact Seattle approach on 128.5. Good day.
128.5, good day, 428 Quebec.
Contact Vancouver approach on 128.175, Starship Charlie Tango Hotel. Descend and maintain 3000, Starship Charlie Tango Hotel. Descend and maintain 3000, Starship Tango Hotel.
Can you clarify what you mean by VFR altitude to the chair? And what do you mean by that? We're in Gulf airspace? Cirrus 2 Juliet Sierra, Seattle Center, VFR altitudes. Frontier 2146, contact Vancouver Center on 124.075.
Good morning, and just to confirm, we are so good it is from the Grizzle 7 arrival, correct? Roger, welcome. Continue via the Grid 7 arrival for Base Action 68.
Seattle Center, Sierra 1713 request.
SkyWest 5283 Seattle Center climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb maintain flight level 330, SkyWest 5283.
SkyWest 5283 contact Seattle Center on 126.1.
Center on 126.1, SkyWest 5283, Seattle.
Today we have some delightful options for you, including our famous bacon glazed chicken wraps and a tasty selection of sides. After our service, we will also have articles from the WestJet shop
Seattle Center,
available
climb
for
and
you to
maintain
browse.
flight level 350.
If you need anything in the meantime, feel free to ask one of our friendly crew members. Thank you for flying with us.
Negative, you already gave us permission to flight level 320. We are unable flight level 370.
US Air 1211, maintain flight level 320.
US Air 1211.
US Air 1211, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Vancouver Center, Sierra November 123 Romeo Juliet with you at 10,000.
Ziggy Air N123 RJ Seattle Center, roger. Ziggy Air N123 RJ Seattle Center, you're leaving the Bravo space. Remain outside the Bravo.
Seattle Center, I'm just making sure that you got my IFR into Seattle-Tacoma.
Seattle Center, Alaska 900 with you, 11,000 for 37, flight level 370.
Alaska 900 Seattle Center, roger. Alaska 800, flight level 310. JetBlue Juliet Bravo 666 Seattle Center, roger. Seattle altimeter 299
Southwest 1421, not seeing you on radar. Cycle your transponder and ident again for me.
Stand by, Southwest 1421.
Virgin 220 at flight level 032, request permission for that. Virgin 220 at 3,000 feet on final.
Virgin 220, contact Vancouver Tower on 125.65. Blackline 718, climb and maintain flight level 430.
Copy that. Climb and maintain flight level 430. Blackline 718.
Blackline 718, please expedite your climb to flight level 430.
Blackline 718, copy 430.
WestJet 1553, Seattle Center. Expect the IGVP-7 arrival. I'll start your descent in about 20 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner.
Expect the India Gulf Victor Echo Papa 7 arrival. WestJet 1553.
Seven 1421 on a flight level 212 to 370.
FedEx 525 Heavy, Seattle Center. Contact Seattle approach on 128.5. WestJet 1553, contact Vancouver Center on 135.0.
Vancouver Center on 135.0, WestJet 1553.
Seattle Center. Go.
WestJet 1553 with you at flight level 350.
WestJet 1553, Vancouver Center identified. Good morning.
Traffic by Carson 811. Vancouver Center approach, Carson 811 established on the Arnhem Zulu approach for runway 16. We're about 15 miles north of the airport. Good Arnhem Zulu approach, runway 16, Carson 811.
Carson 811 cleared for the RNAV Zulu approach to runway 16 via DATMO transition.
Vancouver Center or WestJet 1545 is back.
WestJet 1545, Vancouver Center, go ahead.
at 1545.
Turn right heading 045, vision jet 801 Echo. Turn right heading 060, vision jet 01 Echo.
Vision jet 01 Echo, turn right heading 045.
Turn right heading 045, vision jet 801 Echo.
Descend 13,000 feet, cross wide yard, 13,000 feet, medevac 711.
Medevac 711, cross YV yard, altitude 3000.
Cross wide yard, altitude 3,000, medevac 711.
Medevac 711, contact Victoria, approach on 125.45.
2 Papa Bravo, contact Vancouver Center on 134.2.
134.2 Papa Bravo.
Vancouver Center, can you give me the altitude of Kelowna Airport, please?
ATR Alpha Bravo Charlie Kelowna Airport elevation 1420.
WestJet 988, beginning of descent.
WestJet 988, roger, respect EQB P7 arrival in 20 minutes.
Maintain flight level 200, Tango Juliet here. And Vancouver Center, we're going to stay at flight level 200 for the while longer.
Golf Tango Juliet Sierra, maintain flight level 200 as requested.
Maintaining flight level 200, Tango Juliet Sierra.
10,000 feet. Vancouver Center, American 2160, request 10,000 feet. Say again, Vancouver Center. Sending to 10,000 feet, American 2160.
Cessna Uniform Papa Alpha, contact Pitt Meadows approach on 132.3.
132.3 for Uniform Papa Alpha. Vancouver Center, your Charlie Golf Juliet Lima Whiskey 11,000.
Here's Charlie Golf Juliet Lima Whiskey Vancouver Center Center, roger.
Vancouver Center, Air Canada 12 Romeo. Flight level is 275, climbing at 270.
Air Canada 121R Vancouver Center, good morning. Air Canada 121R Vancouver Center, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, Air Canada 12100.
Center Duke Jeff Bravo Whiskey, request permission to the Bravo airspace for Castle Guard. Cleared into Bravo airspace for Castle Guard, Juliet Bravo Whiskey. 124.2 over to Vancouver Center, Juliet Bravo Whiskey.
Duke Juliet Bravo Whiskey, contact Vancouver Center on 134.2.
8,000 here, Golf.
Baron 8 Zulu Golf, descend and maintain 8,000.
8,000 here,
descend 6500, right 065, vectors for the island approach, Carson 611. Vancouver Center approach, Carson 611, requesting RNAV Zulu approach, DATBO transition.
Carson 611, descend altitude 6,000.
Descend altitude 5,000, cleared ILS 16 approach, medevac 611, thanks. Tower on 119.6, medevac 611, good evening.
Clear 2026. Thank you. Remember my flight 83. The position on the Hope Airport. We're doing right downwind leg to land runway 25. Remember my flight 8.
NMA3 contact Hope Tower 123.3, good day.
123.3, thank you.
Vancouver Santa Roberta 300 with you, flight level 340.
Delta 300, Vancouver Center identified, good morning.
Descending via Canuck 5 into Vancouver, Delta 300.
Delta 300, Canuck 5 arrival confirmed. Expect the ILS approach to runway 8 right at Vancouver.
Air Canada 248. Contact Vancouver Center on 134.55.
134.55 for Air Canada 248. 34.55, November 65 for Charlie Whiskey.
November 4 Charlie Whiskey, contact Vancouver Center approach on 134.55. JetBlue 666, flight heading 040. JetBlue 666, descend and maintain flight level 090.
Vancouver Center approach, negative. Carson 711 proceeding direct to depot.
Carson 711, cleared for RNAV Zulu 16 approach via depot transition. Proceed direct depot.
Cleared RNAV Zulu 16 approach, depot transition, proceed direct depot, Carson 711. Vancouver Center approach, Carson 711, negative. Proceeding direct depot for the beginning of the RNAV Zulu 16 approach into Kelowna.
Vancouver Center, Air France 210, Juliet Papa with you. Good evening. Good morning, sorry.
Airplane 210, Juliet Papa, Vancouver Center identified, good morning.
Vancouver Center approach, Carson 611 requesting handoff to Kelowna Tower.
Carson 611, contact Kelowna Tower on 119.6.
Vancouver Center approach, Carson 611, we're within 10 miles of the airport. Please hand us off to Kelowna Tower. Vancouver Center, Carson 611, switching over to Kelowna Tower. Good day.
Vancouver Center, Baron 9876 uniform with you at 1000. Baron 9876 uniform, Vancouver Center, roger. Hope QNH 2977. Baron 9876 uniform, Vancouver Center, descend and maintain 10,000, QNH 2971.
Down to 10,000, bearing 9876 uniform.
Jet 4 tree, contact Vancouver Center on 134.2.
Vancouver Center, 134.2 for Jet 4 tree.
WestJet 338, climb and maintain flight level 250. 250, WestJet 338. WestJet 338, climb and maintain flight level 330. I'm maintain flight level 330, WestJet 338. Vancouver Center, Wings at Romeo 19er with you at flight level 385.
Danish 556, Vancouver Center identified. Good morning.
Density altitude 460 feet. Arriving and departing runways 17 left.
November 311 Sierra Alpha, Vancouver Center identified. Good morning.
Vancouver Center, Learjet Golf Tango Juliet Sierra at flight level 430.
Learjet Golf Tango Juliet Sierra, Vancouver Center identified. Good morning.
Cleared ILS, Zulu, runway 16 approach, descend 5500 feet, heading 090 vectors for the ILS, medevac 811. Descend altitude 6,000 feet, cleared for the ILS approach into Kelowna, medevac 811. Kelowna Tower on 119.6, medevac 811. Good evening.
Runways 17 left, 17 right, 11. Advise on initial contact you have information Sierra. Calgary International Airport, information Sierra. 1300 Zulu. Wind 205 and 5.
WestJet 109, Vancouver Center, roger.
Sky conditions.
Vancouver Center, WestJet 109, we are ready to begin our descent.
WestJet 109, roger, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Flight level 240, WestJet 109.
Carson 611, turn right, heading 030.
Vancouver Center approach negative. Carson 611 is going to follow the published approach for RNAV Zulu 16. Tower on 119.6. Carson 711. Good evening.
Piper 2 Papa Bravo, contact Seattle Center on 126.1. 126.1, Papa Bravo.
Going to departure, Vision Jet 122 Charlie Delta, climbing 3000 to flight level 26.
Vision Jet 123 Charlie Delta, Vancouver Center, roger.
Lima Whiskey, descend and maintain 7,000.
Yes, 7,000, Juliet Lima Whiskey. Center.com, correction, Charlie Golf Juliet Lima Whiskey, request visual, runway 16, Kelowna. Center Juliet Lima Whiskey, Lincoln request visual, runway 16.
WestJet 1553, Vancouver Center, descend via IGP7 into Calgary.
Descend via the IGVAP 7 into Calgary, WestJet 1553.
Air Canada 266 traffic at your 3 o'clock, 2 miles. At 8,500 feet, type unknown.
Air Canada 266, what's the traffic?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Calgary. Please return to your seats and ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened. At this time, the use of lavatories is no longer permitted. We appreciate your cooperation as we prepare for landing. Thank you.
Vancouver Air Canada, correction, WestJet 100, flight level 350.
WestJet 100, Vancouver Center, identified. Good morning. Air Canada 121, R, contact Vancouver Center on 134.2.
134.2, Air Canada 121, Romeo.
WestJet 283, we'd like to begin our descent at arrival.
WestJet 283, descend via IGVP7 into Calgary.
WestJet 1553, contact Edmonton Center on 133.75.
133.75, WestJet 1553. WestJet 1553 descending via EGVEP 7.
WestJet 1553, Edmonton Center identified. Good morning.
Consider Zodiac 23565, ready for that descent now. India Berg 5, 2H3015, Zodiac 565.
Air Canada 129er, Edmonton Center, contact Calgary departure on 125.9er.
Over to departure, 125.9, Air Canada 129, good day.
Glow Master, Moose 13, Edmonton Center identified. Good morning.
WestJet 347, Edmonton Center, contact Calgary approach on 125.9er.
Calgary approach 125.9er, WestJet 347.
WestJet X-ray 75, Edmonton Center, identified. Good morning.
Yeah, descending wind exit 7 and altimeter 3004, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Learjet Tango Juliet Sierra, descend via IGVEP 7 for the ILS runway 35 right approach into Calgary, QNH 30.04.
Copy that, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Tango Juliet Sierra, contact Calgary approach on 125.9er.
Over to Calgary approach on 125.9er. Have a good evening, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Learjet Golf Tango Juliet Sierra, Edmonton Center, contact Calgary approach on 125.9er.
Over to approach on 125.9er, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Center with you, flight level 360, Charlie Bravo 103.
Charlie Bravo 1313, descend flight level 360.
Center requesting flight level 140, Charlie Bravo 102.
Charlie Bravo 1313, descend flight level 140.
WestJet 123, Edmonton Center, contact Vancouver Center on 133.6.
133.6, WestJet 123, thanks, good day.
WestJet 347, Edmonton Center, contact Calgary approach on 125.9er.
Calgary approach 125.9er, WestJet 347. Calgary approach 125.9er, WestJet 347.
WestJet 0426, contact Edmonton Center on 124.525.
124.525, WestJet 0426.
Center Seminole November 93.5, expiration of 1,331 feet now on the American 5 run. 974 positive access.
Center, this is Kilo Whiskey 50 Charlie. Looking to open up an IFR flight plan to Revelstoke Oak Airport.
Clearance on request. Stand by. WestJet 1553, Edmonton Center, descent altitude 7500, turn left, heading 360 vectors for the ILS runway 17 left approach.
Descend to 7500, turn left heading 360 vectors for the ILS approach runway 17 left, WestJet 1553.
Expect the ILS runway 17 left, final arrival 705 Lima X-ray, descend and maintain 10,000. WestJet 123, contact Calgary approach on 125.9er.
125.9er, WestJet 123. Thanks, good day.
Density altitude
WestJet 1553, contact Calgary approach on 125.9er.
125.9er, WestJet 1553.
And left, 17 right.
WestJet 1553, information Tango descending to 7500, heading 360 vectors for the ILS approach runway 17 left.
WestJet 1553, Calgary approach identified. Good morning, Calgary, altimeter 29er, decimal 83. Expect the ILS runway 17 left approach into Calgary.
Expect the ILS approach runway 17 left, WestJet 1553.
Descent, flight level 7,075. Turn right heading 020, WestJet 382.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, Calgary departure, radar contact. Clear direct UB Val. Climb flight level 230. WestJet 1545, contact Edmonton Center on 124.525.
124.525, WestJet 1545.
Heading to 6,500 feet. Heading 210 for the ILS 17 left localizer. Going to tower on 1184, flare XF5.
WestJet 1553, turn right heading 020. WestJet 347, contact Edmonton Center on 124.525.
Edmonton.
Heading 020, WestJet 1553.
Cirrus, Papa Julie Mike. Turn right heading 360.
Turning right heading to 360, Papa Juliet Mike.
Air Canada 129er, climb flight level 330. Air Canada 129er, contact Edmonton Center on 124.525.
Contact Edmonton Center 124.525, Air Canada 129, good day.
Recruit Beechcraft, Golf Juliet Kilo Mike, with you at 7500. CFR flight to Front Farm, Manitoba, request flight
199er 1.
Calgary approach, WestJet 35, descending to 9,000 feet.
WestJet 1525, Calgary approach, roger, QNH 3003.
Climb flight level 380, Air Canada 129. Edmonton Center 124525, Air Canada 129.
Air Canada 129er, contact Calgary Tower on 118.4.
WestJet 347, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, WestJet 347.
WestJet 347, contact Edmonton Center on 133.75.
Air Canada 129er, climb flight level 270.
Flight level 270, Air Canada 129.
124.525, Tango Juliet Sierra. 29er.88, Tango Juliet Sierra. WestJet 223, climb flight level 300.
Climb flight level 300, WestJet 223.
Over to Edmonton Center, 24525. Have a good afternoon. Tango Juliet Sierra. WestJet 199er, climb flight level 380.
Climbing to flight level 380, WestJet 1999.
WestJet 199er, contact Edmonton Center on 124.525.
Edmonton Center 125.125, WestJet 1999.
Edmonton Center, Air Canada 217.
Air Canada 217, contact Edmonton Center on 124.525.
Over to Edmonton Center at 124.525, Air Canada 217.
Springbank departures, WestJet 0166, currently VFR at 5,500 to High River. Springbank departure, WestJet 166, moving through to 7,000 feet, VFR flight following to High River. Departure, roger, thank you.
WestJet 166, contact Springbank departure on 128.7.
Captain, cabin is ready.
118.4, WestJet 123.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into Calgary. At this time, please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate.
Alaska
Kindly put
515.
your
Say again your
tray
request or
tables away and
intention,
ensure
please.
your seats are in their full upright position.
Departure
Don't
Alaska
forget to fasten
515.
your
Requesting
seatbelts.
climb visa.
Once we land, our WestJet staff will
WestJet
provide you with
734, climb
information
flight level
regarding your
310.
connection flights on the ground. Thank you for your cooperation.
Climb 300, WestJet 34. Calgary departure, WestJet 734, currently climbing 36,000 feet.
WestJet 34, Calgary departure, radar contact. Clear direct, long low.
Calgary, this is WestJet 34, currently climbing through flight level, well, not flight level, currently climbing through 5,000 feet.
WestJet 34, Calgary departure, radar contact. Clear direct, long low. Climb flight level 230.
Direct alarm low, flight level 230, WestJet 34.
WestJet 199er, climb flight level 320.
Climbing to flight level 320, WestJet 1999.
WestJet 347, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, WestJet 347.
Negative, climb 16,000. The aircraft is not capable. Request cruise level 7,000.
Cessna Zulu, November Mike, descend altitude 7,000 feet.
Altitude 7,000 feet for Zulu November Mike. Departure, Cessna Zulu November Mike, request VFR flight following.
Departure, Gulf Tango Juliet Sierra, 5,800 for 7,000, runway heading. WestJet 1553, 9 miles from Victy. Turn right heading 100, descend altitude 6,500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway, 17 left approach.
Heading 100, descending to 6500 until established on the localizer. Before the ILS approach, runway 17 left. WestJet 1553.
Climb up to flight level 240, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Learjet Tango Juliet Sierra, contact Edmonton Center on 124.525.
Edmonton Center on 24.525. Have a great day, Tango Juliet Sierra. Climb and maintain flight level 290, Tango Juliet Sierra. Speedbird Victor Bravo, turn left heading 310.
Continue on heading 310, ILS 17 left approach. These are Victor Bravo.
Approach 27 Lima, you sure you want me at 4,000? That's the airport elevation.
Switching Edmonton Center, 124.525, WestJet 347. Turn right heading 060, WestJet 347. Turn left heading 015, WestJet 347.
Speedbird Victor Bravo, turn right heading 335.
Right heading 335, Speedbird Victor Bravo.
WestJet 347, climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, WestJet 347.
WestJet 347, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, WestJet 347.
Climb flight level 270.
Climb to 270, 2160 ahead.
Tower on 118.4, WestJet 1553. WestJet 1553 on final runway 17 left.
WestJet
1553, Calgary Tower, winds 155 at 3, runway 17 left, cleared to land.
Clear to land runway 17 left, WestJet 1553.
WestJet 1553, winds 155 at 3, runway 17 left, cleared to land. Caution bird activity.
Clear to land runway 17 left, WestJet 1553.
Sierra, contact departure. Over to departure, Tango Juliet Sierra.
1000.
WestJet 135, contact departure.
Contact departure, WestJet 135.
Echo Papa Alpha, contact departure. Contact departure.
Contact departure, WestJet 347.
Air Canada 527, contact departure.
Over to departure, Air Canada 527.
Over to departure, Over to departure, Air Canada 129er, contact departure.
Over departure, Air Canada 129, good day. Calgary Tower, Romeo Papa
Approaching
13.
minimums.
Takeoff clearance, please.
Minimums.
Continue.
100.
Juliet Sierra, contact departure.
50.
Over to departure,
30.
Juliet Sierra.
20.
Golf Tango Juliet Sierra.
10.
Contact departure.
Over to departure, Tango Juliet Sierra. Over to departure, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Speed back up, reverse is normal.
Contact departure, WestJet 347.
80 knot, manual brakes.
Contact departure, WestJet 347.
WestJet 1553, welcome to Calgary. Contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9, WestJet 1553.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Calgary. We have just landed safely at Calgary International Airport. The local time here is 8:41 a.m. Did you know that Calgary is home to the famous Calgary Stampede, which is one of the largest rodeos in the world? Also, it's known for its proximity to the stunning Rocky Mountains, making it a great spot for outdoor adventures. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we reach our final parking position. On board.
WestJet 1553, we are is clear of active runway 17 left, ready to taxi.
And have a wonderful time in Calgary.
Alpha Bravo, Alpha, cross 17 right, then Charlie, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Golf Tango Juliet Sierra, contact tower on 118.4.
WestJet 1553, Calgary ground, taxi to domestic 50 via Delta 5, Bravo, Echo. Good day.
Domestic 50 via Delta 5, Bravo Echo, good day. WestJet 1553.
November 256, taxi path enabled for you.
Thank you, Calgary ground, November 256.
November 256, contact tower on 118.4. Have a good morning.
Calgary ground, WestJet 0426, off of runway 35 right. Request taxi to the gates.
WestJet 0426, Calgary ground, taxi to gates via Delta Juliet Hotel.
Upper runway 17 left, then ready for departure.
Scandinavian 24, Calgary ground, contact tower on 118.4 when ready for departure.
Oak Tower on 118.4, I'm Tango Juliet Sierra. Alpha Bravo Alpha, cross 17 right, then Charlie, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Calgary ground, WestJet 500 is ready for push and start.
Seven right via Alpha Bravo Alpha, cross 17 right, then Charlie, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Tango Juliet Sierra, contact tower on 118.4, safe flight.
Tower on 118.4, have a good evening, Tango Juliet Sierra.
Calgary ground, Cessna Golf Delta Romeo Zulu, we're requesting taxi late. We are unfamiliar with the airport.
Cessna Delta Romeo Zulu, contact tower on 118.4.
118.4. Have a good night.
Taxi runway 11 via Juliet Sierra, Juliet, cross runway 17 at our discretion. WestJet 283.
Calgary ground, Air North 702, request runway 17, right?
Clearance on request. Stand by.
118.4 for Air North 702.
Calgary ground, Air Canada 3903 with X-ray, ready to taxi to the air.
The tongue is already disconnected.
Taxi to runway 11 via Juliet Tango, Juliet cross runway 17 at my discretion, Air Canada 393. Calgary ground, Air Canada 393, could you turn on progressive taxi with arrows?
Air Canada 129er, contact tower on 118.4.
Contact tower 118.4, Air Canada 129, good day.
WestJet 347, contact tower on 118.4.
Tower 118.4, WestJet 347. WestJet 524, ready for push and start.
WestJet 524, Calgary ground, push and start approved. Face south.
Push and start, face south, WestJet 524.
Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Cancel pushback.
Calgary ground, WestJet 109er at gate 35 is ready for pushback and engine start.
WestJet 109er, Calgary ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Ground, good evening. Air Canada 129 is ready for push and start. Air Canada 129er, Calgary ground, push and start approved. Face west.
Edmonton ground, WestJet 738, request push and start.
WestJet 738, push and start approved. Face southeast.
Push and start approved, face southeast, WestJet 738.
WestJet 109er, contact tower on 118.4.
Tower, WestJet 109er, have a great day.
WestJet 742, ready for push and start.
Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Push and start, face east, WestJet 742. WestJet 742, ready for taxi, 35 right.
Calgary ground, WestJet 734, requesting engine and pushback clearance.
WestJet 734, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Calgary ground, WestJet 34, requesting pushback and engine start clearance.
.129er, it's ready to taxi.
WestJet 129er, Calgary ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
29er is ready to taxi. 11 via Golf Juliet, cross runway 17 at our discretion, WestJet 129er.
WestJet 347, ready for push and start. Push and start, face south, WestJet 347.
WestJet 347, contact tower on 118.4, safe flight. Air Canada 209er, contact tower on 118.4.
Tower on 118.4, Air Canada 209er.
WestJet 347, ready for push and start.
WestJet 347 Calgary ground, push and start approved, face south.